Hey y'all, we are live with Fridays with Flowers. How are y'all doing? Let me know where y'all are, where y'all coming from in the chat. This is, again, Friday with Flowers, a question and answer show. And you can email me at fridaywithflowers1@gmail.com, the number one. If you want me to answer a question, we're also going to have a segment that's going to be called To the Couch, where my cousin, who is a therapist, will answer some of the questions that I feel like are too hard for me to answer, or maybe you need a professional answer. So yeah. So that's what Fridays and Flowers is going to be about. And we're also going to do Am I the Asshole? I don't know if you can say that on here. AITA. We're going to do AITA. One of my cousins, she loves the Reddit stories, so she kind of picks the Reddit stories for me. So she's going to pick those, and then we're going to pick it apart, and we're going to say what we think in the comments. And that's how it's going to go for Fridays with Flowers. So tonight, for our first question, I'm going to do Am I the Asshole first? I was trying to let them know on Instagram that I was live on. Hey guys, I'm live on YouTube right now doing Fridays with Flowers, so join us over there. Hey guys, I'm live on YouTube right now doing Fridays with Flowers, so join us over there. So yeah, this is what I'm doing on Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday with Flowers. My last name is Flowers, so that's actually my name. Some people call me Flowers, some people don't. But that is my name. And, it's not just something I just thought of. But yeah, hope everybody's doing all right. So let's get into let's do the AITA one first. We'll go there. Okay. Am I the a-hole if I told my best friend's girlfriend what I actually witnessed the night she thinks he was with me? I'll just say it plainly. My best friend used me as an alibi, and I didn't know until after the fact. We'll call him Dan, is 27, and I have been friends for 11 years. His girlfriend, Sarah, has been in a picture for about 2 years, and I genuinely like her. She became part of our whole group, and I consider her a friend too at this point. 3 weeks ago, Sarah texted me casually asking if Dan and I had fun at the basketball game on Friday. I had no idea what she was talking about. I was home alone that Friday. I texted Dan immediately, and he called within 2 minutes asking me just to go along with it. Said it was complicated, and he explained later. I said nothing to Sarah at that moment, just kind of gave a vague non-answer and changed the subject. He still hasn't explained. Every time I bring it up, he says he will, but then just doesn't. What I do know is that a mutual friend mentioned seeing Dan at a bar that Friday with a woman neither of us recognized, and that they looked pretty comfortable together. I have no concrete proof of anything. I mean, kind of, he does, but maybe it was innocent. But Sarah texted me again yesterday asking about that same night, a specific detail this time, and I actually had and I had to actually lie to her face for him. I didn't like how that felt. I've been sitting with this for 3 weeks now, and I'm getting closer to just telling her what I know and don't know and letting her figure it out. Dan would probably never forgive me, but I'm not sure I signed up to be the person who keeps his girlfriend in the dark. Would I be the a-hole? I would definitely say for this, Dan is the a-hole, because now he put him in a situation that he doesn't want to be in. And now he's lying. And as he said, he doesn't feel right lying. And he also kind of sees Sarah as a friend. So for him, he's in the middle of it. And now he's conflicted because Dan's a cheater, a liar, and can't be trusted. Now he put him in the situation. Now it seems like he's a liar and a cheater and can't be trusted. So I would say something to Dan for one, and tell him that, if you're going to do whatever you're going to do, like, don't put me in it. But at the same time, if he feels strongly about saying something to her, he probably doesn't want to be Dan's friend anymore anyway, because of how he's moving. So you guys let me know down in the comments what you guys think. And we're going to move on to the question that I got in my email, because you can send email questions to FridayWithFlowers1, the number 1, at gmail.com. And your question will be your question will be anonymous. I will not say your name or anything like that, unless you want me to. But I won't say your name. It'll be anonymous. Nobody will know who's it from. If you want to send in a question, or you want a therapist input from Rakia when she comes on, then put that in the subject as well. But I will not say your name. I will not say your email address or anything like that. So the question that I got, it was a very short question. And they were asking me, how come I haven't said anything about the files? The thing with that is, I have said things about the files. I have been saying things about stuff like that for a while now. I just haven't really done it in videos on YouTube. I usually do it on Facebook. I usually write it out. But I haven't said anything about the files. For one, I'm not surprised. And that's just how I feel. I'm not surprised at all. Truth be told, if you know any American history, they've been doing that to people that look like us for years. So I'm definitely not surprised. And I think a lot of people want, particularly Black women, to like have so much to say, but Black women have been saying a lot of things and nobody's listening. So now that Black women are kind of quiet about it, everybody's like, well, where are all the Black women at? I have said what I said, and at this point, so much of it has come out. It's like, okay, now what are we going to do about it? Or what are they going to do about it? Because I honestly don't think that anything is going to be done about it. I think they're just going to keep releasing the files, and now we have a war going on. So now everything's just going to be pushed to the back, and whatever they're doing, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. When it comes to women and children are not protected here. And it's shown every day. And everyone talks about it, but if you know what to do, please let everybody know what to do. But I was not surprised by some of the things that were in the files. And I'm going to be honest, I have not read the file. There have been people who have read them and have pulled them apart and have been talking about the things that they have been doing. And honestly, they've been doing it to Black people since forever. They were doing it during slavery. What's up? I'm live. You need something? All right, babe. Love you too. Yes, all right. So for me, as a Black woman, melanated woman, I don't know. I don't know what's going to come of this. I don't know what's going to come of this war. I don't know. But I do know that for a long time, they've been doing this to Black people for a very long time. And even though it's not in your history book, it does not mean that it did not happen. Even though it's not in your history book, does not mean it did not happen. And now it's happening to people who are not Black. And now you're waiting for, I don't know, Black outrage. I don't know what you're waiting for. But the thing of it is, maybe some of y'all listen more to women and children. Maybe some of y'all would be more understanding to the fact when someone says something happened to them that you'll actually listen instead of saying, oh, well, such and such lied and said this happened to her and it never happened. You take one person that lied about something against 100 that says something did happen to them and it actually happened. And maybe some of you will listen more. Maybe some of you will protect your family more. Your mothers, your sisters, your daughters, your nieces, your godchildren. Maybe at this point, you'll be more of a village than, oh, that's not my problem, or those aren't my kids. Maybe pay more attention to what's going on in the world and stop closing a blind eye because it's not at your door. But now the call is coming from inside the house. And now it's all this, I guess, outrage or whatever. When people were saying it before, nobody was paying attention. Oh, because it wasn't at your front door. So that concludes Friday with Flowers. And I will talk to you guys later.